Chris, and this is a tour of my Bay State kitchen garden on July 27th, 2015. Starting out here is a native azalea that smells delicious. I'm going to move through the shade garden, which has been doing really well because it does like some moisture, and we've had quite a rainy season this year. Haven't had to water much. Check out this red romaine. Yes, it's fenced in because before I relocated him, my latest woodchuck was eating all my romaine. I'll show you later. So this fenced romaine was protected, though. Over here we have a nice patch of potatoes. A little damage from flea beetles, but they've been growing fine, so I'm not going to do much about it. Peppers in a barrel. The raspberries. And here, one of my patches of asparagus and some tomatoes snuck in there. I need to tie the asparagus back so the tomatoes will get a little bit of sun. The sunchoke's giant as always. This bed is full of peppers, basil, and some 4 o'clocks. One of my favorite flowers, very fragrant, blooming in the evening as the name implies. More potatoes, some June blooming strawberries that are done now. And this is a patch. Bed was just built last year, and now it's got a bunch of cherry tomatoes growing in it. They grew about a foot this last week. They loved the weather, warm and wet. More asparagus. Another patch of potatoes, more asparagus, and some self-sown sunflowers. Here's some blueberries. They're coming along. I've been having discussions with the catbird about them. He feels that they're his, and I think they're mine. We'll work it out. I don't know if you can hear him. He was just rustling in there. Over here we have a new bed built this year. And zucchini is doing great here. Loves it. Some bush beans. I'm going to get my first zucchini fruit very soon. Right in there, little guys, coming along. Walking onions, more potatoes, rhubarb. And running along the fence are my hops. One of my 2 patches of garlic. More squash. We're going to pop into the fenced garden now. I had too many of the Egyptian walking onions, so I did harvest some, and I'm drying them now. They're going to pop into the garage later because it's going to be rainy, and I got to make sure they dry all the way. Potatoes. Over here, a brand new bed that I just pulled spinach out of. I have planted beets as a fall crop. There's my red Swiss chard. Peas I've been picking. They've been doing great. Arugula gone to seed. That will come out soon, but actually, you can still pick some of the little leaves, and they're fairly tender, and they're very, very spicy when they're going to seed. This is going to be a bush bean planting. Got some beets behind it. Some zinnias from seed. Some Alaskan nasturtiums, and here's my poor red romaine that the woodchuck ate. I don't know if it's going to resprout. He ate it twice. More tomatoes. Some big sunflowers. Another patch of peas. I've planted some lettuce I started inside here. I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a little more water. It's pretty wilty. Tomatoes and sunflowers, basil. These are the peas you can eat the whole pot of. They're delicious. Lots of them. Another planting of tomatoes. In here, I've got self-sown cleome and some beans. The cleome kind of protects the beans. The bugs don't seem to find them. I've just got to keep kind of weeding out the cleome so it doesn't crowd the beans too much. Peppers in a recycling bin. They've got drainage holes. They're great for growing plants in. And back here, some sweet peas. Never had any success with them, but these ones seem to be doing well. They like the moister, cooler weather we've had. Bachelor's buttons that came up on their own. And these are some yellow pole beans that I've planted. That's about it. We're doing really well this year. Lots of rain and enough sun to keep things from getting moldy. So we're enjoying everything here in my Bay State kitchen garden on July 27th, 2015.